me, snitches. Hey, come on. Come on. Shot time.
To me, snitching is sharing pertinent information about crimes that have been committed against perpetrators that have committed the crimes or alleged perpetrators, and typically from those who are either directly involved or indirectly involved.
Stop snitching thing is basically that's deeply rooted in hip hop, for the most part. Snitching, of course, that's the layman's term for basically telling on somebody. And in the streets, which is where a lot of the hip hop artists come from, that's considered a no-no.
Well, I would ask, which campaign are you talking about? Because I think that when I hear the Stop Snitching campaign and its focus being on young black people in our communities, I think it's very hypocritical because they've been Stop Snitching campaigns that's been happening since even before we got here to the United States of America. Probably the biggest proponent of not snitching is the police department, on what they call the blue wall of silence. And so I find it interesting a lot of times that media attention is focused on young black men when you have police officers that do crime, lie, and cover it up all the time.
I began to ask questions of my prosecutors. Witnesses not showing up, witnesses can't be found, and they were saying, well, witnesses are being threatened, they're being intimidated.
We're living in a community of fear, too.
People who are labeled as snitches, that's a bad thing. You might as well be called a child molester in some neighborhoods.
Last year, my ex-husband, we were married for several years. We have 2 children together. He was murdered. There were several witnesses on the scene. I would say maybe 10 to 12 people were there. And from the police reports, the owner of the facility noted that he didn't see anything. There were patrons in the barbershop when it happened, and no one saw anything.
All that running around, stop snitching and blah, blah. Half of y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Talking about stop snitching. Y'all ain't even stole a pack of bubble gum talking about stop snitching.
They would like for us to get rid of the stop snitching policy in our community. Talk about it. We'll gladly give it up if you take care of the blue wall of silence simultaneously.
Also, community education, educating the community about this whole conspiracy of silence.
And that's what they asked me, you want to work? You want to work? I said, work. You want me to get a job? You want me to get a job? I'll get a job. They said, no, you want you to work, get somebody else. Man, yeah, right, man.